Back out here with the hussy. Today we're talking tune and clutch kit. Just got in Gilomen Innovations Performance Tune and Clutch Kit. It's an amazing. We could get all techie and specky and everything that it will do. Trust me, it'll amaze you. Basically, send Terry your ECU. Give him all your parameters, the tire size you run, the elevations you run, what type of riding you do. He's going to program your ECU, send you the clutch kit, you get it all, put it back in there, and you will be impressed. Let's dive into the box, see what all's in there, then we'll get into putting it in. Okay, first thing in our box, the ECU, your ECU that you sent to Terry and had retuned. He does a whole lot of different stuff on it. You can get on their website and read the exact specifics. It's going to raise your rev limiters, your RPM limiters, your speed limiters. I know in low range you'll be able to jump up to 45 miles an hour, which like in my case is great because we run a lot of trail riding and it's hard to run the right speed in low range on the trails, and so that 45 will be terrific. Also lowers your fan temperature about 15 degrees, kicks it on clear down at 190, which is terrific. It's much better for your machine to run it a little cooler. So you get a lot of performance gains, but at the same time you also get gains that's better for your machine. Spring for the secondary clutch. Even though Terry has already put so much work and so much thought and effort into this system, you still have some adjustability for yourself that you can do. It comes with two different primary springs. You have a green and you have a purple. Your green spring will give you your best overall performance and the most amount of grip on the belt. Your purple spring is going to be a little lower RPM clutch engagement and probably a little smoother, but you get that at the cost of the belt, because you get a little more slippage on your belt. From there, your clutch weights. Terry already has these set up. He does include in the instructions, because these are totally adjustable. As you can see, there is a stack of magnetic weights in there. So each clutch arm has slots where you can adjust and change them. Terry has them preset for the parameters that you sent to him, but just to kind of give you an example, on your green spring you want to run a 3-3-2-1-1 setup. What that basically means, as you can see in the holes in the end of the clutch, or in the side of the clutch, that's the number of weights going from here to here. So there's 3, 3, 2, 1, and 1. So you can adjust all that a little bit for yourself if you need as well. The new Helix, I had never upgraded the square pucks to the round rollers, so I'm going to do that as well. So they're also included in here. Complete instructions, everything on how to get it all put in. So we're going to kind of jump into that. Like I said, we may not do a 100% complete installation video, but we'll cover the basics of it. Alright, so here I already got the clutch cover off. Inlet tube back out of the way. You can take your belt off. Since I'm pulling the entire clutch off, I'm just going to go ahead and pull off the primary, and that'll let the clutch come out. So just a little impact. Retaining bolt comes right out. Clutch removal tool threads in. We'll put the impact on it, give it a couple shots at the impact, and it ought to fall off of there like a prom dress at midnight. There you go. And we'll take it over to the bench and we'll go from there. All right, so now we got this on the primary up on the bench. We need to compress the spring a little bit to take these bolts out to take our primary apart. There's a lot of commercial tools to compress your primary. I made one personally. It's just a piece of all thread. I've got a socket on the top. So as you compress it, it'll come up into the center of the shaft. I mean, it's not a big deal to make one. So we just need to take these bolts out. Then we're going to let this up slowly, letting the pressure off of it. Like I said, needless to say, this project nor video went exactly as I had planned. Absolutely nothing to do with Gilomen. But as you guys see me taking the primary apart, I noticed that one of the 6 bolts that hold the primary together was sheared off. The clutch has never been off this machine before. I have never taken it off, never done anything with it before. My only guess is that at the factory they potentially over torqued that particular bolt and broke it. I don't know. Kind of freaked me out. I completely do not have the tools nor possibly the skill set to get that removed. It was about an inch and a half down in there before you even got to the broken part of the bolt. Luckily, I've got some good friends. Big shout out to WR Buck Brothers Racing. He was able to extract the broken bolt out of there for me. Ran out to my local dealership. Great guys there at John's Precision. They had a clutch that somebody had smoked and they replaced. They yanked one of the bolts out of it, gave it to me to replace my broken bolt. So it all worked out. But what that did do to the video is, throughout my frustration of trying to figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to do, I kind of kept continuing working on the other stuff. So we didn't get a video of doing the entire installation, but it is done. It is all back in there now. All right, Gilomen's Innovations. Let's talk about what we've done here. Hands down, absolute best customer service in the market. There's not even an argument there. As far as the work that Terry has done and put into this tune, I'm not a real techie guy. I could sit here and tell you how he's revised the fuel and the timing maps. It gives you more power, yet it also keeps the piston crowns and valves temperatures lower than what they do from the factory. That they have lowered your fan from when it kicks on at 205 to 190, so you're actually running at a lower engine temperature the entire time. That they have raised the rev limiters to 9,200 RPM, which is still a safe RPM to run these engines at. That the high gear speed limiter has been totally disabled. That your low gear speed limiter has been raised to 45. That by simply getting the tune and plugging your ECU in, you're going to gain 8 to 10 horsepower. I can sit here and give you 0 to 60 numbers of how much quicker it is now with the tune and the clutch system than it was before. But I don't even need to do any of that, because if you call Terry and you purchase this system, plug it in, climb your butt in that seat right there, give her some skinny pedal, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Fired things up, took a little test spin. I cannot say enough about the clutch engagement. It's clean, it's precise, it's smooth. The throttle response is absolutely unbelievable. You touch the throttle and it's going. In my opinion, it's absolutely the best plug-and-play tune system there is out there on the market. Give Terry a call. He'll get you hooked up, get you set up. It's a great deal. It'll bring life to a new machine. Tune back in next time. Still working on bringing the top down, haven't got there yet, but we'll be doing that soon. Thanks for watching.